Hey guys, we're Ninja000. Today we're back on the Wizard Pack. Gonna be doing some more Wizard Pack. I really want to get back into this. I can't really work on it that much, which is super frustrating because I really need lore to be fixed. I keep saying this. As soon as lore's fixed, I can really get into this. But I realized, I should probably make a video. It's been too long. I want you guys to don't think I'm abandoning the project. So today we're going to be talking about the new stamp shop. 18W 8C 18W07C, and how this actually affects the Wizard Pack. So it's really the aquatic update. How is this going to affect the Wizard Pack, the progress, the things? That's what we're going to be talking about today. So you guys know, if you don't know, check out my Snapchat video I did. We have phantoms. I don't like them. There's a lot of things I don't like about this, which might sound stupid, but I really have a particular taste. And they look cool, they act cool, except for the fact that they don't really act that cool. And I just need to get rid of this scoreboard. Alright, so what I mean by they don't act cool is they do the same thing over and over and over again. Oh, by the way, if you're wondering what this is actually my green screen. Well, it's not green, it's pink, but I never use pink, so fits perfectly, because, green's grass. So you'll know, we have all these stuff like tridents. This is really going to change the way the Wizard Pack works, which is going to be awesome, actually. But, why don't we do, I think it's slash, we have a lot of things to fix, so slash function, I'm pretty sure this might crash the game. Give, I think it's orbs, will this work? Crash? Nah, they're just named Diamond Toe. Perfect. So attack speed. So you can see, it's obviously a lot faster, which is cool. So, this is walking speed. It's pretty obvious that it's walking. We have knockback resistance and extra hearts. I actually had to change the half icon just because it didn't actually looked pretty weird, so I just modified it ever so slightly. Oh, you know what is cool though? Here's this really cool trick I found, which I'll probably end up using forever. Yeah, look at this. Isn't this sick? This one's named correctly, but look at that. It's so detailed. It's kind of mess you up, doesn't it? Yeah. Once we get Unicode, or not Unicode. That's what it is, by the way. If I type, look how nice that looks. It looked kind of weird on command blocks. So I probably won't do this if I'm doing command blocks or something. But I think it's so funny. Options, language, force Unicode font. But it's so cute. It's so tiny. But anyways, yeah, once we get lore fixed, I'm going to work on that. Now, we do have some updates. As you guys know, the aquatic updated added a lot of features, like this weird animation. I know it makes sense, but come on, Minecraft. You should have made it a little bit nicer, the transition into it. And I don't think we're supposed to... Look how glitchy it is. Look at that. I was swimming. There's lots of glitches, things that don't look that great with this. Turtle eggs, Alright, I can't do this anymore. I gotta turn it off. So you can see, now it's back to normal, not creepy. But you can see it's very nice. But they added stuff like turtles and stuff. Now, you might be wondering, how does this affect the Wizard Pack? Which is a very good question, because having all this new stuff, what does the water one do? I forgot what the water one does. Attack speed. So having all this new stuff, it really is going to change the way it works and a lot of mechanics. This feels outdated. We have so many new mechanics that we're not using. We have the facing, we have the, what's it called? You guys know what it's called. The arrows, the carrots, to look forward to when summon stuff at locations. Some of these don't exactly feel that great. Some of these, I like them all. I like them a lot. But the water breathing works, definitely. Player's location and particles, blindness, this needs a redo. No. We got a lot of fix. But I think it could definitely work. We have a lot of really nice things we could do with this that I'm just with the new stuff. So, like for example, what is this? This is player location, water, blindness. I mean, that makes sense. It's like smoke or something. This one doesn't make too much sense, but hey, actually no, it kind of does. Um, but this, I mean, smoke, water, air, something. Yeah, I don't know. We got a lot to work on, but I think it's coming along pretty great. Now you guys know we got the new weapon. We have a new attack speed. We even have this new helmet, and I don't like the helmet. It should give you a different effect. What I think they should do, along with the potion, the turtle potion, turtle master. I don't like it. I think it's kind of stupid. We need a speed and water potion. That would be cool. That would have been a cool effect, but we're not getting that, so. Yep, didn't mean to do that. So, but I do have some ideas. So, we have our mobs, which, by the way, I'm going to redo the data values again because I'm that guy. We have Goblin, Cave Dweller, Fire Reaper, Yeti, Mimic, Tree Mimic. I don't know what we're calling it. But anyways, I'm gonna make a Weeper, which is a water creeper. The way I found out the name is I'll just like, oh, let's take off these letters and put a W in front of it. Weeper. That's actually weep, as in water, and then kind of works. It's like the Fire Reaper. Fire Reaper is the best because look, fire. That's nice. It's not the Reaper. That's weird. It's the Weeper, so slightly different. But we are going to probably end up making all variations of creepers, or at least something like that. Which I think is really nice because having all these different variations of creepers and stuff, it really adds variety. Think of it as we have husks. So if I search zombies, they're not going to pop up. But we have zombies. We have husks as a variant. So zombie to the husk. So they're different, but they are pretty much the same. What is this? What the heck is it? Look at that. There's like particles coming off of it. I don't know what that is. That's messing with me. Huh. But yeah. So we have those. I think it's coming along pretty decent. We have a lot of really nice features. So that will be like. I want to make some underwater stuff, some flying stuff. But I mean, phantoms are pretty annoying. They're just not cool. They don't have enough AI at the moment. Because I don't think that's their intended feature. They're supposed to be flying. It's just. Now, if I go into survival, punch him, his AI should update. Yep, there we go. But again, this is all he ever does. Swoop around for a little bit, then be really loud, obnoxious, then come down, do one attack at me, and then let me punch you. They're good in groups, but just this little guy, he's just more annoying. Look at that. Boom, punched. He actually got me that time, but you can see. And but you guys can see. There's not. Look at that. He's coming. Hey man, how you doing? And look at that. There was a little fake out right there, but I think he needs more AI, and now he's flying away. Fly, Joey. That's his name. That's going to be merchandise eventually. Once I use it enough, it's going to become merch. All phantoms are now named Joey. What is it with the particles? Also, another thing, their leather drops after, like, not exactly where they fall, so that's a little bit weird. But hey, whatever. I'm not hating. Now, since we do have a pushback date, it does mean I can put more features into it, and I have a really nice feature. I've been playing Survival on my server, which you should join NinjaCraft.mc Pro today, which will eventually update to the Wizard Pack once 1.13 comes out and the Wizard Pack's up. It will be multiplayer compatible. I've already thought of a way to fix. There'll even be a multiplayer version, which is meant entirely for multiplayer servers, but that won't be available for download because I only want my server to have it. There's also going to be an anti-multiplayer feature, so if you have more than 12 players, it's going to crash on purpose. That way you have to fly on my server. I'm so mean. 12 players because you can only have 11 on Realm, so having one extra just in case. So if you, I might make a private version you can use for your servers, but I don't want people claiming it's theirs or something. So probably most likely it's going to be, I don't know. We'll probably put some sort of different variations, sort just so you know it's all copyright me. Cause I made it, guys. Don't try and just took a screenshot. Yep, there we go. Proof right there. Oh, God, I'm good. Okay. But you can see, and also the upload date. But yeah, let's talk about Wizard Pack. So, what is the most? What's really hard to get, but then super easy? It's not cobblestone. Cobblestone's always easy to get. Food. Once you have a good food supplies, you never worry about it again. Once you have your melon farm, that's all you make. Once you have your bread, once you have your carrots, or this is basically what everyone eats, just carrots. Because they're so easy, or meat. They only eat steak or carrots. The reason they eat carrots is because it's easy to get steak, because then they get um, steak or carrots if they don't want to melt or smelt anything. Steak because then they get leather. So, I mean, it makes sense. Like, we don't need to worry about anything. But if you're starting a world, I definitely recommend fishing. That's actually hilarious. It's a hilariously good source of food. But yeah, let's talk. So you can see if you're in your foods, you have your vegetables. These are your vegetables. Oh, those two. You have your vegetables. You have your meat. Don't know what dried kelp is considered. You have a lot more meat than vegetables. You have your starch. Pumpkin pie is kind of starchy, I guess. And of course, you have your soups. Yeah, because they don't fit into any other category. I mean, rabbit stew could probably fit. Mushroom stew would probably go with vegetables and beetroot. Yeah, these are vegetables. They're considered vegetables now. And you have your extras. Dried kelp. All your non-cooked. So anyways, I have this amazing idea, which is where we make food more interesting. Now, you know in Minecraft how if you want to get diamonds, armor, you just go mine or turn on your X-ray pack and go mine. And it does take some time to get them, but it's worth it. And there's benefits to not having full diamond. Well, I mean, there's no benefits. Like enchanting, it does take a lot of time. You can get some crazy good stuff. So what I want to do is I want to make diets in Minecraft, which basically mean you can't, which makes it harder to eat, I guess. So like for example, if you eat some round flesh, that's not going to be the tastiest thing in the world. You might get food poisoning, which is something that I'll talk about in a minute. And you cannot just eat steak, otherwise you will get, first off, you'll probably get fat. Second off, it won't be good for you. You have to have a balanced diet. The only thing you will be allowed to eat in stock, like just only eat that, and that is going to be vegetables, because being vegan, there's no like we haven't found a downside of vegan. The community of doctors and junk. Okay, cut. But yeah, so you can eat vegetables that you don't have to worry about. So if you want a good, reliable food source, just eat vegetables. So you could just stock entirely up on carrots. Now we do want some negatives. The negative is you don't get positives. So yeah, not that big of a deal. If you eat raw food, we're going to give you, if you only eat raw, if you eat like raw, i.e. this stuff, potatoes aren't raw. Don't worry, you can eat potatoes. And this is considered raw, I guess. Or any of your fishes. You will have a very small chance of getting food poisoning. Just kidding. Whoa, what? When I shift, I actually go down the screen. That's cool. But yeah, you have a slight chance of getting food poisoning. Now, it's probably going to be like 1 out of 2 times. But you can get it, and in which case you get maybe a little bit of poison, a little bit of nausea, which is essentially eating a pufferfish. Now, it's not as bad poison, it's not as bad nausea, but it might be a good 10 seconds of nausea and good 5 seconds of poison too, something like that maybe, which definitely hurts, and of course, hunger. so that way you have to eat more. Um, but and I think that's a nice effect, just because adding this really just changes up the way you eat. You can eat, if you eat meat, or if you eat starches, if you eat cookies, cakes, and pumpkin pie, we're going to consider them sweets. If you eat sweets, you will get, this is actually really nice, you will get speed 3 for 30 seconds and slowness 1 for 1 minute. Now that means you're actually moving at speed 2 for 30 seconds and slowness 1. So it's just instant. Now you can remove these effects at any time using milk, which I'll get into again. Again, 1 second. But yeah, so you will be able to remove your effects just by with milk. So you can remove it at any time. And the reason I like that is because then it's not feeling artificial. Like, you can remove your wither effect by drinking milk. You can remove your poison effect by drinking milk, but you don't really do it. And why is that? Just because there's not really a good point. And again, I'll get into some other stuff I'm going to talk about. Then we also have your now, if you do eat some meat and some vegetables and some starch, if you balance your diet very nicely, there'll be a chart on a wiki which I will create soon, as soon as we actually start getting into some, and once we have a good couple modules done, like 2. That's why I'm calling them modules, or I think call them modules. I don't know. I'll think of something. Maybe like units. I think I'll call them units. That sounds cool. But yeah, once we have a couple units done, we're going to make a wiki for this. But if you eat a balanced diet, you can get very good effects. You can get regeneration, and you'll get speed. You can also get saturation, although that really doesn't actually affect you, as it will just end up healing you. So it's just a nice, it'll make you like not have to eat as much. Now, there's lots of easy ways to do this. It will end up being, there'll be ways to tell that you're eating a good diet, that sort of stuff. But, alright, now, let's talk about something else. We're going to talk about things for the wizard pack. Like, we have our elements, and that's pretty cool, but we don't really have too much, like, custom things. I want the elements to be a big part, but I don't want it to be the entire part. Which is something that it seems to be right now. And I want to kind of get rid of that. It wanted to, like the mobs, obviously they have an elemental type. They're supposed to play an important role. The food is supposed to make it so elements aren't everything, you don't need to focus on them too much. And now I have this idea for a little contraption. Now, I'm not sure how it's going to work. I want to add custom, like, machines or some sort of like machinery, like furnaces, like some sort of block or something you can use to do custom things, like cool things. And I obviously want there to be some sort of like energy it uses up or something. Like, cause you can't just, like some sort of fuel. Like, we use fuel for that sort of stuff. Now, what I'm thinking though is what we're going to use is probably going to be a coal or some sort of like maybe redstone. Use redstone to power it. Like, it uses up redstone, which could be very cool. But yeah, let's talk. So, I want to have a way to stack stuff. So you can have your 4 buckets, and that's going to take up a lot of space. So, I want to do something which allows you to do, so you can basically, it will do this. It will merge, add E, type equal item, it will kill the rest, and then we'll do item. We need a limit, don't we? We will do, first, let's just, I think it's item count 4B. Yep. So now we get 4 buckets. And if you go into survival, you can see this. Although, oh my gosh, I'm so bad at Minecraft. If you do unstack them, they are unstacked. If you throw them down and pick them back up, they still should be stacked. But yeah, you can't restack them. So if you have 4 buckets, we're going to just so we'll get one of ours. So now we have 4. And then if you have 4 of those, you throw them down. If you have 4 of those, then you'll be able to make 16. And 16 will be the highest stack. Basically, I want to have a machine that allows you to get higher stacks. So, you can stack water buckets, lava buckets, milk buckets, which of course can be used in crafting recipes. You can stack your soups. You can stack, what's something you can't stack? You can't stack these because that's actually duplicating. I'm trying to look real quick. You can't stack potions. You can't stack tools. You can stack totems, though. And how about, yeah, that's pretty much it. No, you might be, you know what, I might make it so you can stack minecarts. But that'll pretty much be it. So just a little module, some sort of item, unit, I don't know what we'll call them yet. But there'll be little things like that you'll put in your house. So you have your anvil, you have your chest, you have your furnace, you have your ender chest, you have all that, and you're going to have one of these little stackers. Now what's actually going to be is it's going to be a hopper. The reason that's going to be a hopper is because hoppers have 4 slots. So you will take your hopper, you will put your stuff in, or using lava buckets for sake of video, and then you will power it. We're going to put something on it real quick. They'll probably end up being, I don't want to make them too tall, but I mean we need something for that to detect power. Although, you know what, actually I'm talking about this now, we could do something like this, so it doesn't actually, boom, powered. This does get an activation, doesn't it? Enabled. It says enabled false, but is this powered right now? But you can see we have all this. So lock items, transfer cooldown. How do I detect if it's got redstone? I don't know. We'll work on this later. But yeah, that will basically be the gist of it. And I think that could be really nice. Being the reason it's 4 slots, obviously, because you'll put 4 items and it will stack it up, and you'll be able to stack up to 16. Now that will actually be quite a bit. So that might not come out for a while because that will be a lot of just boring stuff. Although I might make a Python program to actually run that for me, but I don't know. We'll have to see. I want to do a lot of these. I want to try and get the wizard pack done by hand. I think that'd be cooler than just having some program write it. Just because every command I wrote, so I know everything. But yeah, you get the gist. Okay, that's that. Anyways, I'm gonna end this video here. It's a bit long, just rambled on. Don't want this to get too long. We have a lot of work to do. I'm gonna actually get back into this. Start working on probably the food module. I think that could be really interesting. It's going to be really hard to calculate sort of the right setting, I guess. So I will probably end up doing a lot of play testing with this, which will be off camera. I'm going to get other people's opinions on this. If you want to help contribute to this in any way, if you have opinions, anything, feel free to join my Discord server and below. Follow me on Twitter, and that's where I release my sneak peeks. Although there haven't been a lot at the moment, you'll probably see a Weeper model and texture coming out in a little bit, so be sure to follow me there. Join my Discord server because that's where I really talk to people. If you want to ask any questions about the Wizard Pack, have ideas, suggestions, if you want to contribute in any way, feel free to do so just by joining that. Anyways, that's it. Thank you guys for watching. See you in another episode soon. Leave a like if you like the Wizard Pack. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. And remember the thing, if we get a lot of likes, I don't know what the amount is, probably like 7. Although, actually, my most recent video got like 5s in the first hour, so maybe it's in an hour, maybe it's 20 hours, like the first day I'm in it. Okay, let's end this here. Okay, bye.